2 o'clock, couple hours left. Afternoon shaping up to be a pretty positive one here, not only for the individual market overall, both the S&P and NASDAQ still holding on to positive territory here. 1.25% for the NASDAQ, 0.84 for the S&P currently. I was having a look. Yeah, you saw their Coinbase downside in a big way today, kind of bucking the trend as far as the overall market. Again, 1.25 for the NASDAQ right now, 3.3 for Coinbase. Under pressure after, just saw a note, Cathie Wood apparently on Tuesday sold more than 150,000 shares of her holding in coin. So Bitcoin itself actually not doing much, but hanging out near the top end of the range on the daily chart after, if you missed it this morning, CPI coming into the lowest level since March of 2021. Traders now pricing in one more hike, possibly to come in a couple of weeks here. We'll get the Fed July 25th and 26th will be the next meeting after we finally get this better than expected CPI this morning. That's the way the board's looking right now. Very green, obviously, right across the entire thing. It's all about tech. Nvidia with a great day, 3%. Apple here, 1%, we'll call it, off the highs, but still holding on to 1%. Meta with a nice day, 2.8, 1.7, 1.7 there for both Microsoft and Google. A little bit of positivity coming back into the healthcare group, which was lagging early on this morning. Eli Lilly has a conference coming up next week. I was reading about during lunch, so it could be in action a little bit more next week. AbbVie, oh yeah, Meta is reporting next week. Intel is also reporting next week. So we're getting right into the thick of things as far as earnings are concerned. There's Tesla, nice day. Nike with a nice day as well, up better part of 1%. Not so much love for Amazon today, just 1.2%. Day number 2 of Prime Day, almost over, halfway through anyways. Here's what we were discussing if you were with us in the pre-market this morning. Yeah, this ARM headline comes out in relation to Nvidia. It was the Financial Times reporting that Nvidia is trying to position themselves as one of the main investors into this ARM IPO. So it's been, as we said, nice day here, 3% guys for Nvidia.
All right, welcome back, man. Well, I'm just right now I'm into Carvana like kind of like a crackhead right now. Just going back and forth here, trying to figure out what exactly we want to do with that name. But welcome back to the midday show over. It kind of still feels like midday. It does. 2 o'clock. Lots of trading still to come right now, but welcome back, guys. Yeah, Nvidia, wild day today. We talked about that. We had a $10 winner on that name. Now we're looking at Apple. We're looking at Carvana. We're looking at everything. If we want to talk about Nvidia, because it's on the board, this is what we did here for NVDA, of course. Hit that early. Boom, 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 and we just got out of it and tried again here at 437, and then it dipped down. We got out at 436.50. Those were the last couple trades for me there on Nvidia. But right now, man, okay, looks like we're gonna get stopped out there on Carvana. We're trying the 42 long. You can see that we have that on board as well. I got the Carvana man beside me here. Oops, we just got stopped out. Okay, so we were going short all here, it was okay until the end. We got that big move down when we flushed off that 42.50 the first time. Bunch of shorts on the way up, so roasted, made some money back, went long, then now just tried it again at 42. It looks like we're gonna have to wait for Carvana to sort of reload itself. Got up as high as I think 30% there or so, but now it's funny because we talk about where the move came from, right? The move came from 38 today, was it? What was that big break? 37.50. So basically $37. If you go up to here to where we are now, that's $5. It's just now fallen $3 right there in the last couple seconds. So last 30 minutes. I don't know where there's a bottom, but it seems like we might be picking something up here around 41.50 on CVNA here, Max.
Yeah, I'm picking it up at 41.50 right now. I just got long 63. I'm looking to add over 42.50 where I originally took that breakout. Back to Nvidia, interestingly, I loved the 432 level for a breakout today. Apologize for all the wicks. Where does it go midday? Right to 432, gives you the dip buy on the level that you like, and then straight back to the high. So yeah, Nvidia maybe 440 going to break today. That would be something interesting for this afternoon show. Would definitely have to size down on that, but I would certainly take it if that does show up there. that 440 being all-time high on our friend Nvidia.
Do we want to go back to Brendan? We can start.
All right, yeah, we were discussing DraftKings this morning, if you're with us in the pre-market as well, popping up on a Bank of America note. Very positive, in fact, for DKNG. As far as Bank of America was concerned, going to 42, I believe it was, on the price target for this. It ends up being a bit of a, I mean, it was strong out of the gate this morning, but a bit of a sideways trade since then, after testing that 31.5 on the B of A upgrade today.
All right, I just realized I got to go into the new show here. Welcome to everybody. Thanks everybody who's in the chat. What's up to Tony? What's up to Bears versus Bulls? And John. John's back. What's up, John Lane Saunders there? Sowers, sorry. All right, DraftKings. Oh yeah, we've sort of missed that stock. I'm going to get out of Carvana if it does break. So we're just long right now. We've lost on this name today, obviously, but just because we're a little bit too late to the party, and we did start this short a little bit too early, but here it comes right back in, pulling into that $41 level. I thought maybe we'd be able to hold a little bit here, and it looks like, no, we are not. Darn it, that's too bad. I don't know. I guess just this increase in volume maybe would have been able to tell you something about, there we go, where we're going on Carvana, but there's the drop down in on CVNA, and so the party temporarily, I guess, appears to be over. I don't know where the reload spot would be. We've been trying to reload it in here and lost every time. It's kind of, you know, well, it just broke 41 and maybe, I don't know, see? So it breaks 41, I think, oh, I got out at the wrong spot, and then it just kind of hanging around right now at 41 right here right now. I don't know. Try one more time in case that was the bottom. I don't know if that's going to be the right play. We're back into Carvana right here at 40s. All right, so breaking back down through. Let's give it a little bit more room now back below, but not too much here as we're sort of turned our day around here by some of these Carvana longs, which has not been very good. So, okay, we're still in this name, but it's Carvana, and it looks like it's trying to move again here to the downside. So we'll hold out to that. Little light through 40 bucks is where we'll get out of that one. Hopefully we don't have to get out of it until it's a winner, but yeah, about that still has to come through. So, all right, DraftKings, yeah, what a great move today. We talked about possibly dipping off the open. It actually did the opposite. It went right to the upside, then dipped at about 10 o'clock. And then those have been the buy spots, $30.30 or so. These are good little levels there for Carvana. So, you know, to be able to look at that and say, hey, this is kind of the long. I think now we're in that camp. They get upgraded today. So we talked about this earlier. Is it a long? I said no. You know, you could have got it, I guess, right off the open. You would have had a nice little long into that. But for right now, I don't. I just think looking at the daily chart, it's had these candles to the upside. We talked about the short interest. It's not unbelievable in DKNG. Was it in the teens, right? No, even less than that. 5% short, so it doesn't have that sort of catalyst behind it for a short. Again, not making any money yet. You know, does it deserve this kind of a bump? You know, who knows? But it got it, and it is upside. Ever since it broke that daily at 27 max, it's been a pretty big rifle to the upside. Oh, yeah. Look, Max and I are pretty distracted here for sure, as we both have Carvana. I believe you have Carvana. Yeah. Oh, wow, we actually have it at very similar prices, so let's cross our fingers and hope that this can come back in here for us and everybody trading Carvana to the long side. I was trying to find a base here at 41.50 for sure. Let's just see if it can hold it. There's that dump at 41. Now, that's kind of nasty. But that's okay. We're back in it right now. Make everything back if it just goes. I mean, we know what Carvana can do. Yeah. It's already hit that $44 mark once, goes back up there, and we probably would wind up being flat on the day. So everything is fine. Would like to have made better decisions at the top there, of course. But Carvana right now, here it goes. All right, let's go. Trying to get back into that here a little bit. Target for this, for me, if I took away all this, I still think you got to get something out at 42.50 if we're lucky enough to do that. I know I'm calling that that's where it is. That was the top, and when we took off from there, that sort of ignited that long. This goes all the way back to September, so a year ago is that 42.50 level, if you're wondering about that. So zoom back out on your charts, and you'll see that there's sort of an island there at 42.50. But here it comes right back in. Had a problem going that time, Max.
Yeah, I'm out of that one. On to DraftKings. I liked the 30.50 breakout. That was the one that I didn't take today. I had a bunch of orders out there in the market, and I had too many, so I had to be selective with it. That 30.50, really liked the idea of that breaking out today, and it did work, but I mean, it gets to 31.30. That's a nice move on a $30 stock, but I had kind of bigger ideas on DraftKings today, so I'm not sure how much I would have really made on this. I think I would have ended up holding a big chunk all the way back down. I was thinking, 32 and then maybe 34 if we get trending on this one. So, nice move for DraftKings, still up 5%, holding up. So that 31 level, definitely something to look at tomorrow, but yeah, kind of, muted on the trade today, despite that 30.50 being a decent long on the opening drive.
All right, there was a downtick slightly in the overall market there as we came on at 2 o'clock. We got the Fed's beige book. Just reading through some of the comments here. The beige book is simply just an overall look at the economy from their perspective and economic conditions. It's really not much in here that we haven't heard in the past. So the market right back to the upside following that. But that was out right as we came on there at 2 o'clock, the Fed's beige book. Tesla on the board this morning, on the watch list this morning, coming off a very positive note from Citigroup, pointing to this Cybertruck hype and production that's going to, according to them, exceed, or down here, far exceed expectations, along with 2025 EPS. Tesla, bit of a chop fest today, though, guys.
Yeah, just looking back at Tesla, kind of an interesting name there because we did take it early and we sort of have left it alone, and it's been good. Like Brendan said, though, pretty choppy today. So I like that terminology, chop fest. That sort of is what it's been like there today. Who knows where we're going to go from here with Tesla. I still like these bids. I mean, all the hype around the Cybertruck, seems to be real, and people like it. And if it's going to hit deliveries, we only ever had to worry about Tesla and sort of the demand side of it, right? Because we know they can produce the cars, and in this case, the truck. So they're going to be hitting the road. It's just a matter of, do they have enough demand there? So I think that people will like the Tesla truck. There are enough people out there that have made a lot of money trading Tesla and will support Elon Musk and whatever he sort of comes out with. I mean, the guy was selling those whistles on that whistleblower, and they sold out real quick. And I know that's a lot different than a $100,000 truck, but people will do that, and then they'll be buying them, and then they'll be putting them on the open market and resales and all this kind of stuff. I think Tesla's just in sort of another one of their super cycles, to be honest with you, where that now they're releasing. Oh yeah, that's right. Our charts don't show the breakup there, the reverse split. But I think that they're just now possibly starting something out. If you can break this 285, then you do get to 300. Then we start looking at these 320 tops again. So more upgrades to come on Tesla is all I can say. Once that truck gets going and they sort of see some of those initial sales numbers, I think they're going to be impressed. And I would say Tesla does have some nice upside here. I like the runway. I like what they're talking about. So for me, Tesla's a buy at these levels.
Yeah, Tesla, another one that was a bit of a disappointing trade today, though. There was a lot of hype going into the open, and then nothing really happened off of it. We just kind of faded off this 276.5 level, and we haven't seen it since. I tried the long a couple times, had one successful long on it today, but nothing really crazy to the upside on Tesla. Very kind of tight range today, not doing much. I really figured we could see that 278, 279 kind of, maybe even a 280 top on this name today, but people not as hyped about the Cybertruck as me, I guess, and we'll see if this 272 kind of bottom level can come into play again for tomorrow morning's trading. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see anything on Tesla for the rest of the day either. Kind of, I don't know, just muted move on this one unless we start trading above 275 for a while and show some strength. Market's almost at the high, and Tesla's just kind of right in the middle, still down since the open.
Just having a look at the Upstart. Somebody mentioned Upstart, but not really doing anything. Not a lot of volume anyways. 1.76 to the upside right now for UPST. Obviously another one of those highly shorted names. Uber, on the other hand, we were discussing this morning, coming off this DPZ note. If you missed it in the pre-market, Domino's officially launching this or announcing this agreement with Uber. This is a global agreement, so you'll be able to order Domino's pizza anywhere on Earth through the Uber Eats app, or anywhere on Earth where the Uber Eats app obviously is available. Ends up being a fade, though, out of the gate this morning on a test of that pre-market high.
So Brendan, your mic was really, really choppy and jumpy there. So maybe have a look on that one if you guys can have a quick look. But okay, so Uber, we did talk really quickly about what we thought about Uber today. I really liked the long. I think a lot of you probably did as well. And it's just too bad that it didn't work out early, but it did work out late. And unfortunately, we don't have any ticks, as you could see today on Uber. So no ins or outs for me on this name here today. Wish we had sort of found out about this bottom. We did look at it. We did talk about it when this did happen. But unfortunately, we were too tied up with some Meta, Nvidia, Carvana, blah, blah, blah. It just goes, they're just excuses. But I think that, again, I just feel like it shows the strength of Uber and what they're talking about of the different partnerships and various other aspects. I still like that Uber Freight idea. And I'm long Uber in my own account, so maybe that's why I'm biased to it. But again, we're still up here. There's really no problems until we break back down below 42. So yeah, I like Uber. I like what they're talking about. I like the distribution there with Domino's. And hey, if they're still going to use the Domino's drivers, then all they're really using is the technology from Uber, right? And that's free. So more users, easy for them, no problem. If anything now, if Domino's starts to use Uber and starts to advertise the Uber name, then that just gets more people to download Uber. And then when they do that, then that opens up a whole other can of worms. Because if you're a DoorDash customer or whatever you are, maybe now you switch to Uber. There are a lot of people that are dedicated to the pizza that they like. So I could see that working out for both Uber and Domino's for a long-term, hopefully. I don't know how long they signed for, but DPZ is just an absolute monster of a stock. I don't know what it's there. I mean, look at this. Huge move. I mean, even today, it's 11% on that news. I mean, that's a monster move up for Domino's. I mean, just look at that. We weren't even looking at this today. And there's Domino's, huge move. Wild stock, right? Right back into this $380, $400 level. I haven't looked at this in a minute, so wow. Very impressed. I had no idea this is the kind of move that we had today on Domino's. But again, not going to be my cup of tea. Look at the spread right now, 50 cents when it's just chilling out. So I would, wait on this to trade, and I like the Uber long. Missed it today. Let's see if we can catch it maybe tomorrow. But Uber still, try to stay long and try to find the right prices for Uber.
Yeah, Uber kind of bought up that dip today, so that 45.25 breakout price that I had liked earlier this morning maybe can come into play tomorrow morning. We'll leave that one up on a chart. And just to update on this Carvana, I got in and out, in and out, in and out, and now finally got the bottom there at 41, it looks like. So we'll see if we can crack through this 42 again, and then 42.50 I think I would add again on the breakout for this one.
Just having a look at some NFT-related stocks. This is one of them. TKAT on the NYSE ARC exchange. NFTG is another one just popping up on volume scanner here. It appears to be on this. Google Play changing their policy on tokenized digital assets in favor of these types of companies. So not a lot of volume overall here, but just be aware. TKAT starting to go a little bit. There was a couple of minor stories this morning, new additional deals announced for Palantir we were discussing. Caught a nice boost, or bid anyways, off of the CPI number at 830, but has been a bit of a struggle since, guys. We did get initial flush down to pre-market lows. There was, again, there was one with a government agency and then one with a drone company from Toronto, of all places.
Shout out to T-Dot. Come on, Carvana can't get through that 42, eh? We just went up to 41.80 and kind of halted around that area. Not halted, stopped. Shouldn't say that. People waiting for the halt on Carvana. I don't think that's going to happen. If it does, maybe it's to the downside, unfortunately. You need a big move to happen to the upside, or news pending, and we don't want news pending. That's for sure. So hopefully it can just rip up to the upside uncontrollably and stick people with short shares. But I don't think that's going to... Seems like it's a little dried out right now. Let's let Carvana dance around a little bit. Okay, so Palantir. Look, man, it's on the sticky note today, and when it's on the sticky note, we should be trading it, and it just didn't hit the levels that we wrote down. It's $17 was there. We were looking for long. I'm trying not to get too cute with what we're doing here, and just to stick with, you know, what we want to do and play the levels that we see the way that we think it's going to go, because you look back and you're like, oh my God, you know, once you go short here at 17, you look back and say, oh, what? I wrote down long, and then it breaks up long, and then you don't realize that you actually should have been long in the first place instead of short. So it came up here. Those have been some good short levels. So maybe now that we've sort of seen the hand here of Palantir, and what did I say early, right? I said, like, when the market opened, I said we're too experienced with Palantir, and that is that whenever there's sort of a new deal announced, you get that big move up in the pre-market for some strange reason. I mean, this move up is CPI, so that's fine, but it was up anyways. So we closed yesterday 1650. We started with before CPI, about 1660, up about 1%. Then it rips up right to that 17, then fades out like the rest of the market sort of did on that, comes right back anyways, still a fade there at 17. And when you're looking at a long-term chart for Palantir, here's 17 over and over and over again. So you are going to look silly buying out here. Like, if you're going to buy dips on support, you should be able to cash something out on resistance on the upside as well. So I still think that there's some profit-taking opportunities here for Palantir. I haven't been taking any, but I feel like now after today that we've seen this, that might be the way. So, you know, there could be some opportunities there tomorrow or even right now just to get out and then get back in if it takes 17, because it is prone to do stuff like this. You come in tomorrow, let's just say, you know, hopefully not the case, but if you come in tomorrow and the market's down 1% or 2%, guarantee you Palantir is down to 15 and change. So, you know, be careful with what you're talking about here in Palantir, and make sure that you do hold those profits and watch out for that 17 break to the long side. But today, no surprise that Palantir sort of kind of flat on the day and had some up and down moves.
Just another one where the breakout price is going to be on watch for tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, nothing really happened today, kind of a boring trade for a lot of those names today, and then we'll see if that one happens tomorrow on Palantir. I got nothing on that one today. Topped out at that 17, and then you know, we'll see if 17 breaks
there
tomorrow.
Goes 41,
I will take it whenever it happens. Yeah, I got stopped out at Carvana as well.
Oh, did you? You took profit at what price?
I didn't take any. Well, I mean, I took 10 cents of profit. I stopped out at 41.09, and yeah, there we go. That 40.50 price is actually kind of interesting for me. 40, what is that, 40.30, it kind of couldn't get below there. So maybe, I mean, the 40 price is going to be the price, so we'll see what happens at 40. If we get a huge bounce at 40, that could be the next attempt on this one. But yeah, people definitely interested at this 40.50, but that gets cracked too. I don't know where, I think, you know, 40 is just the next spot.
Is it a hammer short, 40?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that's where, you know, people are buying it hand over fist who might have missed the breakout, like myself. But
do people give it up though? Like,
yeah. You don't know if, like, people have put the break-even stop on that 40 breakout.
That's sort of where I am right now with that. I don't like that you don't really like the short, but I already said before, you know, I like it. For example, I'll tell you, like right now we're 75 cents in the money on AMD. That's a good trade, right? But I heard Prad say something like, oh, I don't want to go short because Sean is long. In this situation, it would have worked out perfectly for him. That situation worked out because AMD 70 cents in the money. But never ever trade. It's fine to listen, you know, to traders like Max and I, but at the end of the day, everybody is responsible to putting on their own trades and making their own decisions and their own risk sort of profiles. It's hard for you guys to know. I mean, if you've been watching me forever, you sort of know the risk that I'm putting on and some of the trades that I like and where I'd get stopped out and vice versa. But, you know, you definitely going to have to make your own calls. Like, if that breaks 40 right here on Carvana, to me, you know, that's that area right here, Fabian, that, you know, we've already busted up through that area, and that was a great trade. But, you know, we've definitely slipped up a little bit. We've been going long here and getting out, and then, like, right there, it bounces off 40.26. So is that the level now, you know? So you're just going to have to, like, that coincides right there. So maybe that was the level, but I could find you lots of levels that were maybes, right? So don't ever think that, like, we have some kind of a edge here on some of these price levels. We can show you what we're talking about with the level 2s, and if we ever see, like I just said to Max, was that guy just stacking that bid, you know? So there's different opportunities that we have because we do have direct market access and all the gateways here. And again, no better show. Like there's nobody else going to show you this stuff because A, they probably don't have access, or they're on their own platform, and you know maybe they're not even trading real capital, but we sure are here, and we're going to show you what a live level 2 looks like. And then, you know, based on whatever your chart reading abilities are, that's what you want to do. Play momentum, play technical analysis. It's completely up to you. We're going to try to do our best to show you different styles of trading, and then the ones that we feel are most profitable. And I mean, if something works for us yesterday, we will try to repeat it today, and vice versa. And there actually was, Brad talked about it on air. There was a tweet out there. You know, do you journal your trades, and what do you do after that? I actually don't. I don't know if you do, Max. I don't go, like yesterday I stayed back about, you might have, if you guys are watching the after show, I said bye to Pratt around 4:30, 4:40, something like that. I like to sort of look back and see some of the trades that I made. More of the bigger ones. I was looking at Meta yesterday and just trying to say, okay, what did I do wrong? Where can I improve?
Yep.
Why did I do that? Was I confident in the decisions that I made? Because every day we talk about this, man. It's kicking the door open. You know, the market opens up at 9:30, and then there's the room is full of opportunity. And it's just, you got to find it. Like, we didn't know Carvana. I mean, you were talking about yesterday, Carvana was 32 or 33, and you're like, okay, 40, then 50. And I was like, yeah, that's a good one, Max. And then today, we get up to that 44, so almost right in the middle of that trade, right? So if you're a swing trader, maybe you held that.
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
You and I have completely different risk profiles than a lot of the traders that are out there because we don't have the ability to hold overnight. So we gotta close out our positions and make said trades. Wow, it looks like this bear is about to fall off there. Oh. Okay, we don't want to. I don't know which call to make here heading into the close of these markets, but we are long AMD, and that's really working. And again, this is the other thing that we have the ability to do. What you're going to notice is, and someone said. What people were talking about here was shorting AMD, and I had the short right there at VWAP. What a good trade that was, 114 down to 112.50. That was crazy. We actually came back and saw this, got out, and then we shorted it again at 114-ish. It broke through 114, and this is where Pratt asked me, hey, what are you trying to do there? Once it broke above and we got VWAP going, then that's where we signaled the long in right now. So now we're long, and we took it out on the way up. So made money on the short, now made money on the long, right? So again, having the ability to sort of flip-flop on what you're looking at, I think that's something that's really important as well. We pay little to no execution fees. If we were removing liquidity, sure, but we also have the ability to gain fees from these gateways as well. So those of you that are know about direct market access would know what I'm saying, and I could do more on that if you want. But all right, right now, yes. Was that go to Brendo? Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Brendan right now. We're just going to wrap up this board.
Yeah, rundown brought to you by Trade Ideas, real-time scanning and alerting used on the desk by everyone you see on the show. See what's moving in the moment. Check out the QR code, bottom right corner of the screen, guys. Take advantage of this if you haven't. Great deal, 20% off. TraderTv20. Shout out to our friends over at Trade Ideas.
All right. Yeah, shout out to Trade Ideas as well. I get all that kind of stuff, man. We have scanners. I mean, one thing that I like to use, it's just simple, but it's good, and it's just relative volume scanners here. So right now it's telling me that Lucid, DraftKings, Fabian, Rivian, Snap, like all these are, this is a predetermined list that I have in, so it's all the stocks that sort of I'll track throughout the day, and I kind of try to put them in there and see what is performing higher or lower than today. So relative volume. So Lucid's back in there, DraftKings, Rivian, Snapchat, and Roblox. And it's really good. You can link it with your charts and so on and so forth. So shout out to Michael Noss, who will be on Friday again, talk to us about some different ideas that he may or may not have. So, all right. Yeah, I guess, Max, if you want to come in here anytime. I did, though, want to talk. Thanks, Justice Watch. Yeah, relative volume I think is very important. That was one of the trades of the day. Our trade tips of the day was trade names that are actually moving, right? And people thought like, oh, I might have had FOMO while you were trading Carvana. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that was a good trade. But like I said, man, I think sitting on the trading floor helps you because we were talking about Brankel's in the back, and you and me and Pratt and Brendan and just Greg and Yan, everybody there, Obi in the back, Sharif, like everybody trades and they have their own sort of style of trade. And, you know, while you were doing that, we were doing damage on Nvidia, and you were just really focused on Carvana, and I think that that's important, right? Know where your bread is buttered and go for it. Where do we get our capital from, and what are the percentages that we take? So, all right, so we trade on Day Trade the World. You can go find that. That's the #1 prop trading firm in the world. I've worked here for 21 years, 22 years actually, right now. We have offices all over the world. So the capital is provided by Day Trade the World, and you get a percentage of that. And so I'm not going to discuss the percentage that I get, nor will Max do his. But at the same time, if you go over to an office that's open up, you can you know, talk with them and figure out what the percentage is. And again, it is different per every office. So I just wanted to say that. So that's why I don't want to give it out here, because, you know, if I told you I only make 10% of what I make, then you may feel bad because you're maybe making 12%. But no, the number's a little north of that. So needless to say, it's a prop floor, and you know, I'm just trading firm capital. Yeah.
You brought up Nvidia.
Yep.
Getting up to the high again. So
is it breaking 7?
Nvidia is just topped out at 339. I just put the order in to go long, or sorry, 439. I just put the order in to go long 440 if that comes. Market is not at the high yet, so kind of exact same chart if you put these side by side, Nvidia to the NASDAQ there. If Nvidia keeps pushing, NASDAQ keeps pushing, we make a new high over 15.5. You know, I think that 440 break could give you $1 or $2, well, more than $1, $2 to $3 on that 440 breakout. So got my order in to go long that. I'm also still watching Carvana. There's someone stacking the bid at the same price again there, which just got filled at 55s. Now there's someone on 50s that's doing kind of the same thing. So it looks like people are accumulating shares at the moment. I don't want to really touch it in the middle again. I'd like to get it around this 40 level of, which is almost exactly VWAP now. So
you know what?
We'll see what happens here on Carvana, but you know, a little bit of over trading in this region, and I don't want to you know, keep doing it and lose too much trying to buy the dip at like kind of random prices. I want to get the obvious price of that 40 level. That's where the breakout was extremely successful today. It gives you $4.50 off that 40 level. I was eating noodles across the street. Probably should have been here to take that 40 break, but is what it is.
Is that ramen place?
Yeah.
You love that ramen place.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to go back there because I told you I had not a bad experience, but I was like,
you just didn't love it? Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't love it. I mean, I don't know. I have my sort of ramen places as well where I'm living, but yeah, I'm gonna try that one more time. I'm gonna get your suggestion on which dish to get. All right, I did go long on Carvana, so there we go, right? So we're talking about different strategies here for both of us, and there we go. We're now 50 cents in the money, but whatever. We went long at 40.50 right there. Now the move's starting to go. As soon as you said that it looks like we're sort of consolidating, I mean, that's the bang trade for me. The minute we see something like that, we were talking about we liked it when we were consolidating and then pushed higher. We looked at that for PWM as well, and that worked out. And so right now we're going to try basically the same thing again here for Carvana into that level of, I'm just getting my orders ready in case, I don't know. I want to get a little more near 40, but like 42, like that's 42 right there. I don't know. I mean, I have lots of time to get our orders out. It's not moving the same way it was before. So into the afternoon, again, the only theory that I could think of, and I'm long right now, so, you know, don't like, you know, we're not shorting Carvana here. The only theory that I could think that you may want to get out if it breaks that 40 level, like that's my stop. I think that's pretty obvious. And most of you will probably have that stop, is that if a lot of people have the same stop, it might not be the right stop. So if you can't afford a little bit more risk, then maybe do that on that 40 level, because again, you could just get it straight up to the upside when everyone, well, blast down through, right? That exhausts all the sellers, and then you get that move to the upside, kind of like the opposite of what happened on Meta the other day, yesterday, where it took out 300, did not go, then that gave fuel to the downside move, because then traders like me and Max or whoever took that 300 break are now stuck long 300, and we've got to sell it down, right? And so I could see that happening right now to a Carvana at that $40 level, except for the opposite. 40 breaks, and then boom, goes back up to the upside because I'm like, oh, 40 broke, so I get out, and whoever else gets out, and the next thing you know, it goes to 39, and then there's no more selling left because everyone's already out, and then that can spark back to the upside. So that's one train of thought there that could happen to Carvana. So I am gonna get something out here around 42. If we're lucky enough to get that, then fine. But I'm not going to address it right now. I'm gonna wait to see if that does come out. I'm not gonna stick an order in there. The only other trade that I have on right now is AMD, and that's kind of baselining right now. And it's been well. I mean, we're 80 cents, 70 cents in the money right now, but you are kind of running up to 115 again. I think we should just take a 115, and that top right there is 114.90. So I think that that's going to be a good out for us. So let's just put an offer out there at that 114.90 to take 114.90, right? That's right. To take that out, and then we'll regroup after that, because 115 could be one of those areas, right? The NASDAQ's up that 1.4%. We said on that, I don't know if the poll's still up because I sort of minimized it, but it was, where was the ES going to close? Greater or less than 1%? I put greater than 1%, and I think the poll was, I don't know where it was, but we're going to see now 0.94. Banks still need to get going a little bit, and if Apple can go again, which it's trying to, as well as Nvidia, some of these bigger names there, we'll see if it can hold fort. Meta day's high, is that right now that we're seeing right here? Yeah, no, almost. Yeah, sorry, that's 309 when we zoom back out. I was looking at that 308 thinking that might have been it, but yeah, 309. So here goes Meta, man, looking to break higher through this level as well. Me and Meta aren't best friends or anything right now, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see what Meta has in store for us. Maybe the 309 break, Max, if we really get going, but I don't know. Then it runs into 310, which I'm getting the same feels that we had yesterday at 300, which weren't great. So let's wait to see what happens there on Meta at 309. But for right now, it's looking pretty healthy to the upside, as is the Carvana. It's just trying to go. Let's see what happens at 41.
Yeah, similar chart, Meta and Nvidia. Nvidia currently topping out at that 439. I guess there's an offer there, 100 lots. That shouldn't be a big problem to take that out. And then, high of day 439.30. Then we'll be going along the 440 break, assuming that we get the fill there. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty strong. NASDAQ's not even at the high yet, and Nvidia is kind of bouncing off of high of day, basically. So we'll see if we do a little pullback here, rip through that 439, and then we'll be getting long off of the 440. And my eyes are still on Carvana, obviously, 40 level, ultra key today. If we, if you stop out at the 40 level, and it just instantly rebids, you can always just get right back in.
Yep.
So, if I could see the scenario where it breaks that level, exactly like Sean talked about, comes right back above, people are FOMOing back into it, and then you just catch it back on the upside. So that's what I'll be trying to do on Carvana as high of day incoming for Nvidia. So got to keep my eyes on that one. This break incoming at the 440 level. What is the all-time high on Nvidia? I should probably check. It's 439.90.
Yep.
439.90. It has not actually touched 440, but that's basically the same price there. So yeah, 440 all-time high, 440 breakout incoming on a strong news today, on a strong news day, on a strong CPI day. I feel like maybe we could catch a trend here on Nvidia going into the close. I was also looking at Rivian, which is has been trending up all day. Finally, kind of breaking out of this consolidation below. Actually, we're just right at the top end of the consolidation right now. That $26.
Nvidia is.
So yeah, that's. I don't know what to do with this one. 2660 was the high the other day. If we pull this one up. Yeah, I mean, like 2650 break potentially tomorrow. I don't know that I can execute a trade on this today, but I'm just noticing the strength on it. It tried to break down from this consolidation yesterday and failed that and is now starting to trend up. So looks good for potential continuation tomorrow on this crazy move that we've had on Rivian from $13.75 all the way up to $26. That's a double up. That is a double up. That wild move there.
That Nvidia, man, is really, really interesting for sure. Oh man, I mean, we were long early, man. It's the #1 name on the sticky note. Obviously, I mean, buying it down here at that 432 would have been a great opportunity.
Yeah, that was the price today,
That's
too.
too bad. Okay, all right, there goes Carvana. The people want Carvana to moon, they say in the chat. The people want Carvana to moon, but do the apes want Carvana to moon? So there it is right there. I believe so. I mean, why else would he be on a rocket ship going straight up to the upside right there? So, yeah, I think the ape is probably long around that 37.50 marker there. So not much to worry about if you are looking at Carvana and you're long at that point. But if you're long where I am right now at 41 or 40.50 or so, yeah, you're going to have to wait because right now, sure, it's 60 cents in the money. This might be, I mean, greed can be good for sure, especially when you're trading some of these big names, but we have to preach a little bit of risk management. So I think that's pretty much all that we preach on here is risk management. Make sure that you get your fill when you need to get the fill. And if you are having sort of, you know what, will this go, won't it go? You can always get out. And like Max said, get back in. There is enough volume on this name to do exactly that. But now we're starting to hold a little bit higher. And this is that barcoding action. So I thought a break of 41 would have got this going. And I'm actually a little surprised that it didn't. Maybe we have to wait for this 41.50. But there it is. There's sort of the consolidation. That's what we wanted. So I'm happy to be long down here. But again, we do have an out up here near 41.50, 41.80. That's exactly the price I put, I'm pretty sure, 41.80. So if we can get up to that, that will be good. I'm thinking maybe we should take $1, but here goes Carvana right now, starting to get, look, all I had to do was hit this. Okay, there it is. Nice little move upside now for CVNA as we're now almost $1 in the money. Don't jinx it. Let's see if we get to that 41.50. It's now 80 cents in the money. Let's see if we can go upside. There it is. And again, look at that fail right there at that 41.50 mark. You know, instead of waiting for 41.80, I am going to put a 41.50 there. These aren't big shares or anything like that. So, and again, but that is the problem when you are trading now. I didn't even have an order out. You can see it just retrace back down. There are some orders right here I just saw though. People trying to capture, yeah, maybe, I mean, that's just 35 lot, that's nothing. So when you're seeing just a little bit of education here, I know there's a lot of you traders that use live level 2s, but this is 100 shares. Every single digit on here represents a board lot. So, you know, on the open market, a board lot, for the tape purposes is 100. So you are going to see less shares than that traded, and a lot of that will be in the dark pool. And you can even put on 10 shares or 30 shares or whatever. You can't do 1 share, but you know, at least you could put 10. So if you did want to trade with Carvana or anything like that, and you were on our system, those would be the minimums. But when we're looking at that, so that's 1,500 shares that you're just seeing there, right? So something to consider when you see some of the size. That's why I don't really consider them until you see in the hundreds, because then even a 500 there would only represent 50,000.
Yeah.
So it's not huge, especially done 60 million shares today is CVNA.
Yeah, I tried that.
If you want. No, so on Darwin, go ahead. I was just going to say you can't do that on our platform. The bare minimum is 10, so you can't sell 1 share or anything like that.
You can get 15 and then sell 10, and then you have 5 left. But that's about as cheeky as you can get with.
You could buy 15 and sell, right? Okay.
Yeah, if you
wanted
wanted to do
5
that.
shares.
If you want, yeah.
Carvana's moving. It's in the money.
Could you buy
$10.
11 and then sell 10? Maybe you could buy 11 and sell 10. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not interested in 11 shares of anything.
I know from a surveillance standpoint, do not do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get a letter.
You're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Beyond Meat is squeezing apparently.
Beyond Meat is squeezing? Uh-oh.
Are they squeezing out like the fake meat? Or oh yeah, there it is right now. Beyond
okay.
Meat, nice move to the upside as we're just joking around. Shout out to whoever that was there in the chat that talked about Beyond Meat moving, Beyond Meat squeezing. What's up, T-Money? Yeah, Beyond Meat is making that move upside right now. Again, I'm searching the chat. I don't see anything on my little notebook there, but it is making that move up. And if we do want to double check, and again, shout out to Trade Ideas. You can get Trader TV 20 right now and grab it, BYND. You can also search here. They also have a news profile as well. Short float 42%. So the second biggest short float, I believe, on the street is BYND at 43%. Tell me if I'm wrong. Could be. Maybe there's another name that we're missing. I would say it's Carvana 1 at 56, then Beyond Meat right there. And I'm talking about names. I mean, this is only $1 billion market cap, but names that can go. There's probably other stocks that are like 90% short, but names that the street actually have coverage on. I think Beyond Meat is one of the bigger ones. And if I click on the news profile right here, 7:12. So that's it. There is a press release. This doesn't have a time. Let's just see if I click on it, what happens here. 2 hours ago, claims on behalf of Beyond Meat investors. I don't know. So
that usually doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that was 2 hours ago. This move is starting to happen right now. So, all right, we'll wait for that. If there is anything, of course, Brenda will come through with it. But for right now, it is Beyond Meat starting to go up. And yeah, where are the squeeze levels? I mean, I think you got to get above 20, obviously, but Beyond Meat, well done over the last little while, man. $10 up to 17. Good trade on Beyond Meat. Yeah, not much to say on that one as it's starting to go back up. And then Carvana, unfortunately, did fail at that 41. So a breakout level for Carvana no longer, as that did fail right there. I'm guessing you're going to have to break that top wick of 41.50 now.
Yeah, or come down into that 40 level potentially. Nvidia pulling back. I'm looking at this Beyond Meat. I'm going to take this 17 breakout on Beyond Meat. That is the next dollar after this consolidation or this high from the other day. I think we had news that I don't know, like Whole Foods news yesterday or something like that from Beyond Meat. So we're above that level now. Next even dollar is 17. We'll take the breakout there, see what happens there, see if we can get up into like 17.50 and then maybe $18. This is actually a great look on the daily chart there. Starting to go parabolic on the daily, so let's see what happens on this one. If the market makers are going to squeeze the squeeze names today, you might as well try to get long. And Beyond Meat sitting at that crazy high 42% short interest, maybe there's something there. So I'll try this breakout. If it doesn't work, bail out right away.
Brendan just mentioning he doesn't see anything, so I just want to get that in there before people ask. So, no new news on that, but take it away, Max. Was there anything else? Carvana's back up to 41 again, by the way, so that's starting to go a little bit back up to the upside on CVNA. So that did find its base and just went back upside again. So you know what? You got to take profits at some point, so watch out for different levels coming into play again, man. We just touched that 41.40. Sorry, that high, I don't want to give the wrong price, 41.35 or so was that last tick high. So I definitely got to, you're going to have to take that out for it to go. So here we go again, 41 and change right back in there for Carvana. That just went to 41.20. So maybe we'll just try to take a piece out on that one if it does continue. It's March higher here for Carvana. I just put a bid out right there at the 50 period. So if we get filled, we get filled. We're going to be out of a third of that one. And then we'll hold for, hey, last time it worked, we'll hold for something a little bit more on CVNA. So far so good as we continue to enjoy another day trading. Max, and thank you again for covering for Neil, who's on vacation until next week. So Max will be here with me tomorrow as well. If it's 2:47, no scheduled guest today, so you're riding with us the whole way. So tomorrow we will have Frank back on. We'll talk more about CPI and different inflation numbers. But for right now, it's you and I, Max, as Lucid trying to go back up to the upside as well. Bouncing. Lucid's been a funny name today. Obviously, they missed, not obvious, but we talked about that earlier, where they missed on deliveries. I don't know exactly what the delivery number was. I remember Brendan saying they missed on it. We double checked it. And yeah, there it was happening in the pre-market. Almost looks like a share offering, but of course, if there was a share offering, which there was, the Saudis just bought up all the shares anyways last time. So we're going to have to wait to see what happens at $7. That looks like a pretty good bottom. If you think that there's good news coming out about Rivian, about Lucid, we've already seen the action that happened on Rivian when they got that call out from Amazon. Going to use 300 of their trucks. The R1T, the highest selling EV truck currently in the United States until the F-150 comes on board, then I believe that will overtake them at that level. But for right now, Rivian, look at this, man, 80% in 8 days. Now it's 11 days, but still holding some of those highs and looking like it wants to take out the day's high right now, Rivian, bouncing off at 26. So, hey, man, this name just continues to work. It's Rivian, and it's working to the upside today again off of that level break. We broke through 25.50 and off to the races she went. That's Rivian today.
Yeah, Rivian looking really good for tomorrow for a potential 26.50 break.
Is Randy still here? Is the question. You want to call? You want to spro?
I'm good. Got my my ramen energy. I got my Carvana energy today. Actually, a little bit of a boost there on that 42.50 break. That's beyond me, just kind of pulling back. Not a lot of volume. I'm still going to take the breakout if it gets there, but less convicted on this one for sure. I'm not going to take a crazy amount of shares on Beyond Meat when there's no volume there. And then Carvana just dips into that 40.50.
Carvana can, honestly, dude.
I mean, it's kind of showing you that it wants to hold 40.50, just like in this region when it was showing you that it wants to hold 38.50. So I don't know. I feel like if we get back down there, if we hold again, maybe I try to start another long where you are currently long at that 40.50 and see if we can't get up. I feel like I might have missed it, though. I think it kind of looks like it wants to break out now. I'm struggling with where I could possibly get into this. If it does break out, maybe 42.50, which was the breakout price and the breakdown price. I was really hoping to get $40, though, and that doesn't look like that's going to happen. And where is that Nvidia at? Nvidia pulled back, so doesn't want to break 440 yet. We still got an hour left, so if we do break it within the next hour, I will be long unless somehow I don't get the fill, which, I mean, I should get the fill. But, yeah, here we go on this Beyond Meat as well. So there's some size on the offer that just got taken off. Now we're at that 17 price, waiting for the breakout. Volume kind of picking up, but still can't break 17 for whatever reason. So still waiting on this breakout. There we go. Now we're long. 10 cents, 12 cents in the money. This thing needs to start to accelerate. Come on, Beyond Meat, fill those offers. There we go. All right, Beyond Meat actually starting to squeeze now. 20 cents in the money on this one. Let's see where we can go on this. Come on, Beyond Meat. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing. This is the kind of one that could actually halt. Carvana's not going to halt. Beyond Meat could actually halt. This is only $17, so it has to go $1.70 to halt, which, I mean, that would be still a crazy move for that to happen right away, but the liquidity is not so good on this one. So I could see this halting, and we are actually starting to pick up steam here quite quickly. I'm trying not to sell anything, thinking the same kind of Carvana thing. I mean, the exuberance is in the market today, so I want to wait a while before taking profit on these crazy names when people are really willing to go nuts on them. And there we go, new high again, 1740, 1745. Let's take out 50s. Come on, Beyond Meat. The squeeze is on. 40% short interest. Let's go. Let's go. Through 50s. Let's see if we can get 18. Maybe we actually do get a halt up here. I was kind of joking about that, but anything's possible on these names. Just got to take out that, there we go, take out a new high again. So things are really starting to pick up here. I'm totally expecting an 18 break on this Beyond Meat. Let's go. Come on, Beyond. Come on. Brankles, I hope, is long back there. He's been waiting on this squeeze for quite some time. And now Carvana is starting to go too. So all the squeeze names starting to go.
Yes, Randy. Go to Randy. Thank you, Randy, very much. Go to the double shot if you can. Thank you, Randy. I was like, is Randy still here? So I know you come. Well, you in so early. Sometimes you leave early. So thank you, Randy, for that one. There's this great sandwich place. I don't know. Maybe you can come with us too, Max. Me and Randy have been talking about going there for a minute up on Bay Street. So we're gonna head there one day, and I can't wait for that.
What's that one called?
I have no idea. I can't remember. Thanks for calling me out on that one. That's why I was like, see, okay, so here's what you have to learn. If I just say there's a sandwich place, I probably don't know the name, but Randy will probably send that to me right now. Apparently it's to die for, so.
All right.
The best brisket.
The best brisket?
Is what I've been
told.
Is
it the...
What the hell is just happening with Carvana right now? You are getting the flush down. If you guys want to come over there. Big flush on Carvana. We just got the 41. Like, we were celebrating when Randy came. Randy, what the hell did Randy just do? Right now, Carvana is flushing to the downside. So watch out for that. I hope it's not happening to your BYND.
It is not.
It is not. Okay, good. So that's what I was going to say. You can get some love back in on other names, right? So if someone's watching Beyond Meat right now, and, remember, these stocks are controlled. I'm not, like, I've already told, you guys already know my opinion on all of this, right? Like, the market's completely rigged. I can't believe there was one time when Neil was arguing that, like, it wasn't rigged. But, you know, the market is rigged, and I know it's not, you know, he's not here to defend himself. So I'll talk about this when he gets back. But if the traders have gone from Beyond Meat over to another name, I don't think it's coincidental there that this might have just happened on Carvana. So let's just wait to see. Obviously, there are still a lot of buyers here in Carvana. It just bounced off that 40 level. Like we said, see, we did not get stopped out when it broke through 40. We did change our tune on that one. We're waiting for a little bit lower, as there it is. Nice done on the way back up. Let's see if Carvana can go. I do have an offer in the 80s, so if it does bust upside, we'll take some more out because we did average it in right there at 40.15. So nice trade to get averaged in on that right now. Let's go over to your trade because maybe it's moving just a little bit more than this one is for me.
Yeah, we did make a new high up there at 1770. I'm waiting for 18 to break to potentially add to this. I'm expecting this dip to get bought up right now, just like the last one did. So we'll see if this dip gets bought very quickly. If that happens, then I am convicted in the trade. If we give up 17, I want to be out of it. Not looking to take profit until we get to 18. I did take some there at 1750 when it kind of bounced off that new high, but I totally expect that to break. I'm looking at the 5-second chart here. We got a bit of a quintuple top on the 5-second at that 1770 price.
5-second chart.
Yeah. We got a breakout potential at 1770 on Beyond Meat. But again, you know, don't want to be holding this against me. If the breakout's going to be good, it's just going to go. You don't have to hold it against you at all as we get bought back up into the 40s here. So come on, Beyond. I think, where's that price?
I'm not trying to make this 50s, like the squeeze show or anything.
It is. I mean, today it kind of is.
You got to trade what you trade.
Also,
screw you, slot machine. I never win on that Streamlabs. You know, I'm so depressed now. I'm only using 20 points. I used to bet 50 on that. Oh man, Streamlabs. Oh, have you seen this? My wife just sent this to me right now. I'm just waiting for Carvana to do something, and you're waiting for Beyond Meat. This is pretty cool, man. These are drones, so it's a light show, but it's drones. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is over, I don't know if this is a picture of Toronto, but Skyhydra celebrate the arrival of the 23rd Honda Indy. Okay, so for the Indy right now, over Hotel X. Okay, I've done some work with Hotel X before. That's where we went to Cinco de Mayo party there from Hotel X. But I don't know, has anybody seen this? This is pretty hype, man. Instead of fireworks, because fireworks are, you know, apparently really bad for everything. And what I mean by that is the environment.
Really?
Yeah, people don't like that, especially if you're going to blast it over a lake.
Oh yeah, all
you know, stuff like
shrapnel.
that. So Lake Ontario, shout out. But anyways, this looks real cool. I don't know if anybody saw this before, but it's all these drones and they're just all synchronized and they can make the coolest shapes. Can you eat, Ramin? Yeah. All this, right? Like this is pretty cool. You could do different. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I don't know what this is, but you do different designs, so we want to take the kids to that anyways. I just want to see if anybody else saw that right now. It's in the name, yeah, fireworks. Yeah, you're right. It's called Fire. Oh, there's Carvana. Okay.
Yeah, I got a bit of FOMO on that Carvana. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So they distracted me with this Beyond Meat and then did the move that I wanted to see on Carvana. I should be long a decent amount of shares there at 40 with 20 cents of risk, sadly, but yeah, let's see what happens with this Beyond Meat. Dip getting bought up, size on the offer getting taken. There was 80 lots somewhere below 50 there that got taken pretty quickly. So a little bit of size at this 60s that I'm expecting to go, and then we can see if we break that 18 where I would want to add to it again. Really not trying to take profit on this. I mean, if you're going to get in on a big picture squeeze move, you know, you're looking for higher prices. You're looking for this. Is that 1760 right there? Well, I guess that makes some sense why we're topping out there. So that breaks out. Then the next stop is 1870. So yeah, looking for much bigger on this Beyond Meat move as that Carvana goes right back to 41 there. That looks pretty solid for the potential
we got
continuation
our 40,
move back up. I guess 41.50 is kind of the breakout price now on Carvana. So maybe you can take a smaller trade on that, but that $40 level gives you kind of very clean risk management on that one to kind of structure a trade back up. My eye's still on this Beyond Meat though.
Oh, okay, Tony Price, you want a duel? Okay, how do I do that? Accept. Some people saying the drone show sucks. Some people saying it's okay. All right, well, I'll have to give my own opinion then when I see it. Right now, okay, let's go, Tony. Let's see what happens right now. I accepted that, so let's go. Tony Price was victorious? All right, forget it. I suck at trading and at Streamlabs. So, okay, Baba. All right, let's look at Alibaba for a new name here. So there goes Carvana just quickly. We got a piece out right there. We did reload it down there at 40. So a couple good trades for us off the 40 level. I think that's what we want to do. I don't have, actually, no, I do not have any. Wow, I was bidding 39.50 on that flush. How far did we get? 39.90. Okay, we didn't get anywhere. All right, here goes 41 on CVNA. Let's see if it continues to march higher. It needs to, obviously, there it goes. It needs to break. And then I think we want to hold, honestly. Let's just hold for the high. I mean, why not? I mean, if you can get into, I mean, I'll probably get something out at this 43.50 area, and then if we could take it out higher than that, then yeah, giddy up on CVNA, what's been a very, very active name today. People saying, why am I not attending this AMD? Well, I mean, honestly, I only have 20% left of this trade, and I've just been distracted with a few other things. You know, are you... All right. You know, I mean, I really like trading, but I already talked about how frustrating it can be sometimes. Do you know where my offer is on AMD? Okay, 114.88. I'm not even lying. It's right here. I can tell you when it was pending from, but right there, they went to 87 or 88, and we just never got filled. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's right there. We probably should have got that fill. So we just missed that ahead of 115, unless I put it in when it was right here, maybe. But either way, we just missed that fill, as now it's starting to get back up to the upside. So now that I see this, I think an 80 is much better out. So let's do something like that. Therefore, AMD, put the offer out and take it out if it does come back up there. We did want to get some more bids down near a 114, back down near VWAP where we sort of started the long for AMD, but we're not into that right now. All right, META, Meta, bounces off that 308 a couple times now, heading back down to the downside. So we'll wait. The last time it hit it, we went down to 307, then it hit it again, we went down to 306.80. Now we're sort of trying to hit it, but we are making... This is going to look ridiculous. I know it's not a 5-second chart like Max over there, but we have a high there. Then this is a little bit of a lower high, and that's a little bit of a lower high again. We're just talking dimes. It's not like it's dramatic or anything like that off a 1-minute chart, but you are trending a little bit lower if you're going to use that as an indicator. So you are starting to go a little bit lower on that. You know, possibly something to look out for on Meta if it doesn't take out these highs. But that's 308.10. So if you did want to build a short at this point, you are below the 50 period now. We are starting to head a little lower on some of these names, but Meta's not really caring too much about the futures today, obviously being up 3 and a bit. So just be careful with some of these trades. I still think there's a lot of opportunity in all of these names. So, all right, let's go over to Brendan at the Big Nest with a happening now.
Brought to you by Hui's, a digital insurance platform in China chosen by insurance giants for its broad market access and expertise in customization, enabling them to reach a wider audience and offer specialized solutions. A number of interesting looks here today. If you missed it this morning at 8:30, this kicked it off. CPI comes out at its lowest level since March of 2021. At 8:30 this morning, right across the board. Doesn't matter what you look at. We were talking with Frank this time yesterday about that 5 expectation coming off a 5.3 print last month. We get 4.8 on the core side of things, which is good to see. First 5 handle on that print since 2021, March of 2021. If you're with us, meanwhile, early on this morning, we got you set for Nvidia, Tesla, DraftKings, among others, including a 1.2% move here still for Tesla. But as we said, kind of chopping around here. 275 has been a problem as far as resistance is concerned throughout the afternoon. But nice look overall for the market, guys.
Oh, man, this market. What's up to everybody in the chat? Let's do a little bit of a roll call. But first of all,
hola, like and subscribe today.
All right, roll call, stand up. What's up to Elon? He's in the chat. What's up, Elon? 2024. If you run, you probably win. Streamlabs, what's up? That's probably not true. What's up, Trader Chat? Chris J as well. Ola. Pranaya, what's up, my friend, as well? I see you on Twitter. Bob W. Hey, shout out to Bob W. I remember me and you went back. Hey, what's up? Yeah, strong today. Let's go. What's up, Zion? Yeah, we are on fire, man. What's up, Zion? Zion Williamson getting that workout now with LeBron. So I think that's going to be good. Yes, go Packers, go. You're right about that one. Jordan Love, MVP. Shout out to Ponzi, Fonzie, World Tech, John as well. Everybody that I'm seeing right now. Jared, what's up? Ponzi, I probably already said you. What's up to Jack Blake? Almost said Jack Black right there. You like Jack Black?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Everyone
Legend.
likes Jack Black right there. Meta, breakout top. All right, let's go over and look at that. What's up to Viper Trader? Great day for you too, I hope. What's up to Dewey there at the end? We can't just keep on doing that. But shout out to everybody and everybody that's loving Trader TV Live. You guys know that we wouldn't be here if we didn't have passion for trading. So hopefully all of you do as well. As here we go, baby. Here we go. It's Carvana time and it's also Beyond Meat time.
Oh,
as
yeah.
what a great move that is on Beyond Meat. So let's go, man. We're here. It's Max and I. We're here. We're long.
We are long.
My friend to my right normally is short, but,
Yes.
not to say that he'd be short these names. I don't think he would be. But there it is right now. We're both long these names. Dollar in the money, Carvana, and go spit hot fire with Beyond Meat.
Oh, yeah, we added to that Beyond Meat at the 18 level, broke out, hasn't looked back. We're looking at an 1825 high. We take that out. I'm looking for 1870 on Beyond Meat. This one is finally starting to squeeze after months and months of the people talking about this one having such a high short flow. This is looking great. The fact that we dipped off that 18 price before gave me the conviction to double my size on the 18 break. And now we are just trending to the upside. Took some out above 18. And now we are looking for much, much higher. Let's see if we can get to 19, maybe 20. I'd add on a 20 break if we got there.
20?
Maybe we halt up. Who knows? Anything could happen on these squeeze names. And, Beyond Meat, the one with no liquidity, this is the one that could really make you some money here, I think, on such a small amount of shares. But Carvana absolutely ripping up to that 41.50 breakout price. So see what happens on that one, too. Got a little FOMO there for sure for Sean's position on that Carvana
Oh,
trade.
shit, reverse FOMO. Reverse FOMO. Everyone was like, I was FOMOing your trade there. But okay, here, because we're such good friends. Hey, look, you have FOMO for my Carvana trade, and I have it for your Beyond Meat. So there we go, man. And that's all that matters, no matter what. Can you turn that down just a little bit if possible? It is... Green Day, and that's all I was going to say about the market, and I didn't mean about the market, I meant about your P&L. It doesn't really matter whether or not you're trading with Max, with yourself, with me, or whatever. You can make a lot of money on Carvana and then just give it all back. You can make a lot of money on Beyond Meat and just give it all back. You can do that for any single stock that you're trading, but make sure that you do have the risk to reward system set up in place and you do have realistic expectations. I just threw that out because you said 20 on Beyond Meat, and it, I said 20, because yesterday you said Carvana 40 and I said 40, and it happened.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to will it. You say something into the market there and it will go. So let's go for Beyond Meat. The people want that to get back up to the upside. And hey, we're here for that as well. As there goes Apple as well, man. Apple, nice move back down into 190. Taking 190 out. We did go short there, right there, 190.10 or so, got stopped out at 190.25. It did make that move. And then right here, kind of barcoded out and then the pop back up to the upside. Apple's not as strong as the market today, but could get going. That could be the next sort of thing to pop up here for the market is going to be Apple. People want to talk about Alibaba again. We were short Alibaba earlier. Was that true? I think it was 94. Yeah, right there. So we did have a 94 short on Alibaba. I tend not to look at these at the afternoon because they tend not to move, but this was a pretty good, man. Just hit 95 and then faded back out again. That's a good short there for Alibaba. I still don't believe in the China trade. We'll wait to see, but that could be the next leg there for Alibaba, taking that 95 and higher. But for right now, all eyes on BYND, all eyes on Carvana. What's another squeeze name? That PWM. Let's go have a look at that again. This could, wow, okay, so 19, what is this up today? Okay, down. So, actually, sorry, up to 2.2%, but making the move down that looked like a great consolidation, then the pop, but then faded out. So I still think, we talked about this earlier, 2150 break on PWM, that's where you want that. So we've already been up here today. We sort of wicked up there a couple times, 2150, and then you get back into prestigious wealth management group, or something like that on that one. Oh, Max, what I want to get at was, things don't always end well when you're talking about squeeze names. So that's the one thing. They're really fun to trade for now, but BBBY now has a Q at the end of that, it is worth 20 cents. That was one of the big squeeze names. We don't have to talk about, I mean, GameStop is still around. I think that's still doing okay. Well, that was 25 or so last time we looked at that. So yeah, wow, pretty good memory right there. Still hovering around the same levels, but we all know that this went to 400, 450, 500, and then Citadel and Robinhood and all that magic started to happen, apparently. So, you know, you got to watch out for some of those plays. And then we also know about AMC as well. And there's lots of other names, man. There's Vinco Ventures, BBIG is Vinco Ventures. There's Wish. That was going crazy during those times. Even one of my best friends of all time, Palantir, and that's not true, my best friend is Microsoft, but Palantir, if we go back enough, this got into the 40s back on Squeeze Mania time as well. So, you know, there it is, up even higher than this, I believe. Yeah, we're not in that time yet, even higher. There it is right there, so right there. You're always looking for that back to 2021, January, February. There's Palantir getting squeezed out as well. This is why Prad got me the hat, because I actually was waiting for Palantir to direct list, and I got it in at $9 when we direct listed, and then upside. Most of my outs were in here though, 25, 26, and even on the way up we were getting some outs up here, and then averaged in all the way down. So right now Palantir is just hovering around. But again, not to say that these are going to end badly, but and I sort of said it tongue in cheek earlier. Someone was like, "Oh my God, Carvana's been at $300 before." It's also been, guys, to $3 before as well. So just be very, very careful right here. Just be very, very careful. That's the Morgan Stanley. Like, I wish we could see what Morgan Stanley's book looks like on this. They downgraded this to $1 rate on this day back in December. I remember that day, man. That was that big wick down, and then it just barcoded off that. So I guess it's been down to $4 before. So, you know, it's still up 10x from its bottom, Carvana. So just be careful as it's starting to fade out just a little bit back down through 41 again.
Yeah, watching
Super
this,
chat.
well, we got a super chat.
What's your favorite Green Day song, Max?
Green Day song.
Mine has to be from the Dookie album.
I mean, I'm having trouble remembering any of the songs, but I used to listen to Green Day all the time in like
Boulevard of
grade 6.
Broken Dreams, American something. American Idiot.
American Idiot was a good one. There was, man.
I like Good Riddance, I think was, and shout out again to Rory. Thank you so much for that. Good Riddance, I think was a Seinfeld. They used that at the end.
Oh, yeah?
That kind of lost me on that one. Basket Case, I think. Was that from Dookie album? I think that was one of the best ones. I said that was one of the funny things. Like when I went to Puerto Vallarta with my family when I was a wee one, when the first album, or that Green Day album came out, and I remember blasting that on my Walkman. Ran out of batteries, I think, on the plane. Walkman. You never even had a Walkman, did you? Have you?
I might have had. I think I used my mom's one back in the day when I was a kid, but I don't know that I had one of my own. Oh, here we go on Beyond.
What's everyone else's favorite? What's your favorite Green Day song there, Rory? Put it in the chat and we'll see. Time of Your Life. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, Time of Your Life. That's a great one.
That might have been the Seinfeld one. Anyways, okay.
Beyond Meat, right at that high of day again, so 18.25, the breakout price. Let's see what happens here when we take that 25. Are we going to see $19? Are we going to flush? I don't know, but I am here for it no matter what happens here. Not taking profit until we break it, so waiting for that 18.25 breakout for the squeeze to continue. Let's see this go. Carvana not doing a similar move yet. Still hasn't broken that 41.50 price, has it?
Oh, that was pretty ruthless.
No.
My mom did. That was good. I like that one. My mom did. I'm talking about my thing. My mom did. Wow, I'm too old. This is.
What? I mean, I used it though.
I know.
I still used it. I was just a little young to own my own, I think, maybe.
That was good.
I had an iPod, one of the first ones. That was.
I actually remember going on Bloor Street, there was a Rogers. I was with Rogers at the time. They're a cell phone provider. And I remember getting the very first iPhone. and I got two of them, one for me, one for her. And I remember the guy specifically told me, and I remember phoning my wife as soon as I picked them up. He's like, I'm not going to give you a Rogers bag. Because if you carry these back, I told him we had our office on Bloor Street. He's you know, these are so, because I had it pre-ordered and everything like that, and I went to go pick it up, and he's just like, I was just like, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I remember him telling me that. He's like, here, just like, keep it in your pocket or whatever, and don't show anybody. It was the very first iPhone, so should have just loaded up and bought so much stock. Back then when that thing got blasted off.
When the Apple craze just started. I remember
the yellow Walkman, yeah, for sure, man.
When I had that iPod, my parents were telling me to get different headphones because people would identify you by your Apple headphones on the street and steal your fancy new iPod. But I didn't do that, and I didn't get mugged, thankfully. Lived in a nice neighborhood, I guess. Very close to you, actually. Bloor West.
Yeah. Good. I love that neighborhood. That's my jam right now. Of course, I always talk about it. I'm in High Park, and I played tonight. We have a game, so it's the High Park Jets tonight. We play them. We are our major team is the Red Sox. So, and I just talked about that to you. My daughter won some sort of she's going to be the player of our team or whatever. Like, I can't get. This girl, man, she's killing me right now. How old is Max? I don't know. He can tell you if he wants to. JB, yeah, thank you so much. And you're going to get me to say it, really, JB? I mean, come on. The count has been at 0 today, I believe. And if anybody, oops, I just hit this. If anybody wants to know what count we're talking about right here, I'm not going to say it. It's this right here. I think that's spelt right quite. Oh, I almost said it again. Right there, so shout out. Thank you so much for the love of Carvana today. The guy's liking the trade. So thank you to JB. And you know, we're not gonna say it, but shout out to Neil, our friend on vacation right there. That's one of his sentences, his sayings there. So 41.50, looks like that's the top. Am I really gonna get out on that one? I mean, Beyond Meat is still at the highs when Carvana is kind of dropping off a little bit right now. Okay, AMD. Money. All right, we got it, man. We got that 75 fill that we wanted. So right there, 75 just came in. We just got that a couple seconds ago. Good fill. Wow. Okay. We just got a 75 fill, then this happened. Nice drop down, so that was a good fill for us, obviously. We like that. We like that a lot. Nice fill for us on AMD as that just coming back in for us one more time. So, yeah, all right, we're now flat. That's it. That was easy. I need a that was easy key on there. Carvana to $20. Okay. Could happen. Look, if it breaks $40 at the end of the day, you guys know what the play is, man. We're going to get out a 39 break. We've already talked about a 40 break, and that one not really holding. So we actually called this move when it came down there, which is why we got long there, not out. We said it probably breaks 40 and comes right back up. That's exactly what happened, and we got back into that. So that was a good trade, and we're pretty happy for that. So Rivian making moves as well. Yeah, let's go over to some other stocks. You're still going to be on Beyond Me. Yeah, Rivian up to 26. We talked about that break of, what was it, 25.50? Yeah, right there. So that sort of pre-market level break, that was pretty big. That came up right there, bounced off again, took it. See you later on that one. Maybe we can get some higher time frame on this. I think Rivian's a short. I think it's already had its move. I don't think we need to talk about that too much. There's Rivian right there. I do want to go short. Yeah, short Rivian. Yeah, 26.50. I'm going to stand in the way of this. I think we're going to short Rivian right now. So let's 26.20, decent volume there. Those are some good spikes through, breaking some levels. The last spike did not break really anybody's back. Got to 26.27 and stopped immediately. I like this chance for a pullback here in Rivian. Let's take it off that high.
Yeah, I like that. I don't think Rivian's going to continue a move today. I think that 26.50 probably intact tomorrow morning for a potential breakout trade there. Yeah, still watching Carvana Beyond Meat. Nvidia doesn't look like it wants to do the move today, so Nvidia, it's getting kind of late. I mean, if we really start to rally on the NASDAQ here, which is possible, maybe Nvidia breaks this 440 today, but we're getting kind of late for this move to really play out. Maybe just cancel the order there and hope we get that move tomorrow instead. Meta's at 309.
Did we miss Nvidia? No, okay.
No, but Meta 309, high of day 308 or 309 on the dot. So meta breaking high of day as we speak. I don't see this as a trade that I can take.
Rivian.
Given time of day, but yeah, looking ultra bullish. Maybe we're breaking 310 tomorrow. Beyond Meat looks like it's starting to go a little bit here. 1805 does another dip down and then blasts off. That's what we've done the last couple times. So let's see that 1825 break. We're right at that price again. There's a seller there. They're getting filled, getting filled, getting filled. Do we print above? Come on. It just stops there. Okay, 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 okay. Through the high of day here on Beyond Meat. Let's go.
Hey-o.
Keep it going. All right, the squeeze is on this name. I'm waiting for 1850 to take profit. Maybe, no, I want to see this make another high here. This looks like the squeeze is continuing on Beyond Meat. Double top, flat top breakout there. Let's see if this thing can really get going. If this is day one of Beyond Meat, we get Beyond Meat and Carvana going for the same week. That would be pretty fun, kind of like a GameStop and AMC kind of thing going on together. But for now, kind of dipping down a little bit. Let's see if we get that new high of day again. Looks like people not wanting to pay the high prices at the moment, so I'm going to take a little bit off of that. But again, still have everything that I added at 18 here, looking for much higher prices on this Beyond Meat position at the moment.
Kill it, Max. That's great, man. Yeah, just keep on holding it. What the hell?
Yeah, what else can you do?
Yeah, Carvana's coming back down, so, you know, that's all good. All right, so right now, this is the target rate probabilities. We just got a big bump. Not a big bump, but it's been, you know, slowly getting higher and higher and higher. And then after today's CPI print coming in better for the market, it gives sort of more fuel to the Fed to say, okay, things are going well. Let's just stick with our policy that we're going to do. So they talked about that 95% rate now for July 26th. So we're still a ways away. We're still a ways away from July 26th. 2 weeks to be exact. So 2 weeks today. You're going to see quite a different market, I imagine, than what we were seeing this afternoon, because this afternoon's market looks like this. Doot, 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 doot. Not much happening as we try to break a little bit lower. I have no idea what that sound effect was, but we are trying to break a little bit lower. And then we'll look to see what's going on in September. Remember, we talked about this after July, finite, and then they can have 2 months of more data before they can analyze what they're going to do after that, which is still looking like a rate hike. Again, of 82.3%. Wait a second. What are we at right now? No, it's a flat. So they're saying they're going to go to 525, 550. So then over into September, it's no. So it's 82% for no raise, my bad, there in September. Only 13 the other way, 4 down. So we'll wait to see, but I guarantee you this looks a little different again when we get closer to September. I mean, that's so far away. The data dependent, Fed, you know, they're gonna change their mind by the time that happens. So we'll wait to see what's going on there. But there's the big one that we're all looking for that quarter point hike, getting that rate to where we are right now. By the way, Carvana quadunking all the way to the downside right now. And here's that break that no one wanted to see, and it's happening right in front of us right now. There's the break lower, 39.50s, holding again. There's the move down off that 41.50. Unfortunately, that is what's going on right now with CVNA. Let's see what happens. We did get that. No, we did not. What? Where's my bid at? 39.50s. Okay. How low did we? 39.50. Yeah. How low did we get? We got 61s there. Ooh, that's funny. We should have got a little bit longer down there. Let's try it. There we go. We get some 85s there. Now we'll wait. I told you where our out is, man. We're going to have to break down through 39 to get out of this one. Unfortunately, there we go, man. This is the move that we all thought was going to happen. And I just did talk about GameStop and where these stocks eventually will be going. Who knows? But Carvana, again, fundamentally, you guys look it up. Whenever you don't have a PE, it's never really a good sign. But they did talk about turning profit, I think. That's sort of what started all of this. They did talk about that. I think it was 50 million or so they were looking for. Wow, there's a stacked offer right there. Just came in to push this thing down. There it is right there.
There's 1,000 lots on the bid as well.
Oh, is there? Okay, so,
39.50. So,
there's a battle happening right now with CVNA, guys.
Yeah,
there it is, 70s. Oop, took it out.
All right.
What was that, though? I don't like to see the stacks because that's the algos back in here, and they try to influence the stock. So hopefully someone markets and runs these guys over and then forces this all the way back up as we're in a new loaded up position right now on that. And by the way, we've been sleeping a little bit on Rivian, but guess what? Money, 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 money. There's Rivian. Thanks for the shout out, whoever gave me that trade back in for Rivian. Although, of course, you know, once it starts spinning, we got to get out. So there it is. Nice little take there on Rivian. Look, I'm happy with this play, man. Our out was up here, 15 or so cents. So was it coming back in? We take a 91. That's what we missed the first time. Let's get to the downside now, Rivian. So Carvana, obviously distracting, but Rivian is the stock right now. Yeah, buddy, that's a good one, man, for us on Rivian. It is.
Another one.
Carvana is not.
Another one.
But Beyond Meat is.
Another one.
So here we go. Nice downside moves right here in the market, giving us some of these low bids that we were looking for in Carvana. And you know what? Hey, alert to the chat that was like, yo, man, you're AMD. You might want to look at that. We were waiting at 88. We changed it to 75. Got it. Bingo, bango, bongo right there to the downside for AMD. So that was a good look for us there.
Yeah, I'm looking to actually go long Carvana if we break back above that $39.50 and then add through $40. If that bid gets filled and then we start trading back above it, I kind of like that idea, but you know, you can't give that one any room at all. You get long $39.50. If it goes back below it all, you get out. That Beyond Meat is chilling. I got to stop in at like 75 there. There goes 39. So yeah, Carvana really starting to, and I got stopped out of Beyond Meat. So good trade there. Lost on the last little piece, but no big deal on that on Beyond
Meat. It's just so stupid, dude, because that 40 break, like, yeah, we talked about it, didn't work the first time, but the second time, it's like we sit here and we try so long to get $1, right? And then it just comes bang like that, like as if it was nothing on that last break there of Carvana. So I just want to bring that to everyone's attention. Like, you can make money on the long and the short. And we talked about it being, I didn't take the short, but we talked about it being free locates as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that second time kind of coming through on a name that's up so much on the day, that makes some sense for that breakdown to work, and you can just structure that one super easily. Very tight risk. You probably get filled like 92s, and you can get out 05s. Yeah, maybe you should have taken that one instead of thinking about the bounce. But I think, I don't know, if we get back above 39.50, do I still want that long? I might just try it. Again, with like ultra tight risk, it either goes right away or it doesn't. Everything else, market kind of fading off here, actually going into 330. Yeah, ES back to that 4,500 price. That's where we caught support in the middle of the day, so maybe that's where we catch support again. NASDAQ much higher than its intraday support, though. Still above that 15,420 price. We caught support right in like 15,350 earlier today. So NASDAQ staying strong in the face of this market move down. What else we got going on here? That Rivian, great trade there. Beyond Meat fading off, so no trades there. And yeah, Lucid, Rivian, Tesla.
Yeah, we have the Rivian.
Tesla dying off.
What's up to John Riz, Emily G in the chat? What's up, Michael Lloyd, Streamlabs and everything? Are we going to get positive today? If you selected yes, then you're a little sweating right now because you're down points, up 0.68 with that move downside right now off the market. And look, man, we almost got back to that 15,500 again, right? So that's, you know, that. No surprise there. We've been putting on some shorts. You guys saw we shorted Rivian. Obviously, we should have shorted Apple or something like that. We were talking about Apple up near that 190. What else you guys want us to look at, man? Road to almost 1.7K. How many likes do we have right now on this here? 1.7K, not even close. 523 likes. You know what, Max? They must not want us to trade Rivian or anything like that, or Carvana or Beyond Meat. I don't know. You guys don't. We're purposely, honestly, guys, we're purposely trading. I mean, we're going to trade whatever names we want as well. But looking at the names that the people like, 555, let's get that like a little bit higher if you do have the ability to do that. All we're doing is we're just trying to, I mean, I don't know, I'd like to fool this YouTube algorithm as much as we can. And yeah, for right now, the like button, let them know that, hey, this is the show, and they need to show it to more people, because the more trade ideas we get in here, the better it is. I like to read the chat. So does Neil when he's here. I know the other guys do as well. It's very, very easy to read it. give it back, get some good knowledge. Someone said to me, what about AMD? Boom, out. What about Rivian breaking through 26? You know, we shorted it. We did the work. We shorted it. We got back into that name, right? So that's what matters. I feel like it's building community. So if you can hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe, all of that, man. We don't charge for anything. All you got to do is watch some ads. Can't do anything about that. That is the YouTube algorithm. I mean, we could change the show, charge a certain amount of money per month, keep it a private stream, but then we don't have, you know, the joy of having everybody here. And honestly, I think that's the big thing about what we're doing right now. So let's go on that one. What about ELOX? They're all asking about. This was that name, that pharmaceutical name that I believe was using Nvidia. They talked a little bit about that earlier on in the day. Brendan gave this story. I think it was pretty early. I don't know if this was one of the names that was on our watch list, but ELOX really got going there in the aftermarket yesterday. And since today, it's been kind of meh. All day. I mean, obviously it was $9. It got to that 10.50, so that's good. Came back into 8. So pretty violent on some of the moves, but now that I look at a chart, when it's kind of settling down, now you're like this. This could be another breakout name right there, 10.20 or so, looking like it's coiling up and maybe getting that move going back up to the upside on ELOX. So yeah, that's something to look at there. 1035 maybe, coiling up, trying to break higher. ELOX, another one of those names that's, again, pretty low float, 2 billion market cap, looking to get to the upside there. And as you can see, it's already had its sort of day in the sun a couple times where we went up and mooned a little bit there off that, then today, wow. Basically, if this name ever gets to $4 max, we should be buying this. ELOX down here at $3 or $4, that's twice where you got a triple or quad dunk up side right there, quad. I was trying to figure out how to say that, but 4x move 3 or 4 times there for ELOX as that continues to move to the high side. Thank you so much. We just doubled our likes there up to 850, so thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I'm actually long Carvana down here at $39. It looks like people are struggling to get fills below 39, potentially covering shorts. So I want to try to get along, see if we can get that bounce move back into 40. I'm not thinking that the move is continuing today, but I think we can get a bounce move off of this. You got to imagine how many people are short through that 40 level. And, you know, if the retail keeps pouring into this name, then maybe we get a little late day squeeze on this one. Not, you know, not thinking that we're going all the way back to the high, but if we can take out 40 again, that would be something for sure. As we take out that 30 price, little reserve here on 30. See if we can keep going. Definitely some strange tape action. Lots of people punching size on this one. I'm going to stop out at a new low of this move, which is that like 38.80 price, I think, 38.79. So yeah, we'll stop out down there. Looking for $40 on this one. So a little 3-to-1 risk to reward action on this Carvana.
Right. You know what I think whenever I see something like that? Hit it.
I don't know if this is the Lambo trade, but
I like that though.
I like the new sound.
Exactly. For sure. That's what it was for, Max. It was for the no more gangster beep beep. Let's roll it again. Let's roll it again. Listen, everyone listen. Get some gas into there. I like that.
Oh yeah, nice,
like
nice.
Okay, good. Thanks, Fabian, for that. That's pretty dang cool. I like that, man. That's my new favorite sort of gift that we do have on there. Oh, by the way, ELOX tried to break and kind of did up to that 1050 again right there. And then look what happened. Break back down. So that went to 1050. We were talking about that. Like, looked like it was coiling up for the break, right? It doesn't. I mean, it breaks 1030, but then look what happens, man. It gets right to that 10, to the dollar, to the penny. 1048. I don't know what it got to, but something like that. Right there, and then down straight $1. Wow. Some of these, again, we talk about it. I don't know if all your stocks are going to get rug pulled. I have no idea, but that's what that was right there. Boom, boom, right back into VWAP again, and now looking to make lower. And if you're on this name, just understand it's a little different than Carvana. The spread here is like, even on a $9 stock, 15 cents, like at most, is dangerous. So you got to be careful for that. Like if you're trying to get out of 1,000 shares, you might have to sort of pay 20 cents more than maybe you think to get your full fill. So be very, very careful about that trade there with ELOX. Oh yeah, the early mock imbalance, thanks to Brendan and thanks to people in the chat. I see you there. Scarlet Joe Rabbit. Buy side of an amazing 6 million. So we're gonna have to wait for that notional 6 million. That's like as many shares as we're holding in Carvana. So it's not a lot. And if you are excited about that, you know, wait till it's hundreds of millions when it comes out. Yesterday, I think it was like 500 million, and then it came out 2.5 billion to buy into today's CPI number. So more excitement to come.
Yeah, for sure. About 50 cents in the money now on this Carvana. I just actually added to it on this little squeeze up. So let's see if we can keep this one going, get into 40. I'd be stopping out, probably break even for sure on this one. Looking for that 40 retracement. Key level, I think people are going to be buying into that level. And if we break out of it, potentially, you know, you get back into 40 and a half, maybe 41. Again, I'm not saying that the squeeze is still on and we're still going to keep going wild on this one, but you know, I think that there's a possibility of getting back into some of these levels up here, as we did yesterday afternoon, actually. So yesterday going into the close, we did this whole thing down, and then we bought it right back up. So let's see if we can come back into the levels that we like, which is that 40, that key price, and potentially, you know, a little bit higher than that. But just looking for 40 on this one again. What happened to Beyond Meat? It's still actually holding above 17, so maybe I shouldn't have added, and I should have just held that position there on Beyond Meat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's you know, always tricky whenever you're looking back and you're like, you know, I could have done this, should have done that, but it's a great trade on Carvana. So let's just watch out for that for you, Max. I think that's going to be the one for you there off that bottom. So I do like that. Rivian has retraced up, but we got out of half at the not at the bottom of the move almost. There we got out some 90s, some 80s, but that bottom was exactly that, 76. So let's pay attention to what's happening right now with Rivian, and you know, watch out. We're trying to get a little bit more short on that name, so if it does come back up, we still are watching out for that level. But look what the market did. The market is heading back upside. So again, kind of a dangerous spot for the market now as we bounced off VWAP and we're trying to get back up to the day's high. So I am a little bit nervous here, possibly coming in for the shorts at these levels. So just be careful with that. We do have some, I have some anyways, reservations trying to take the short now, but we'll take it one more time against that level. We've already got 1-to-1. We could wind up negative on if it does come back in. So let's watch out for that. Shopify, oh man, thanks for bringing that up. Again, that's what we talk about. Ant-Man? Wow, your name is Ant-Man. You know my opinion on Ant-Man right now, but nice move up. Wow, Shopify. We talked about it the other day when it was strong down here, man. The market was hitting new lows or something, and Shopify was not moving. And yeah, wow. Oh, nice move for Shopify there. Real strong move to the upside. Real strong move there for Shopify, breaking higher. And now this is the trade tomorrow. This is going to be a trade tomorrow. So Shopify, great move there, breaking this 66 level. Let's have that on 66.50. This is like 1 or 2 upgrades away from being a huge move, I think, anyways, for Shopify back up. Definitely baseline, took some levels. Oh yeah, that's right, the split. Took some levels out, and now right there, Shopify 66, 67, I guess. Maybe the clean break. What a good movement. This is up 10% in 3 days. Definitely like Shopify, giving the nod to that trade today as it's starting to continue its move higher here, Max. Shopify, good look on that one for those of you in the chat. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
What's up?
66 on Shopify. I was, is that not the level that I was looking for on?
Probably.
That's That's interesting, because we were right down at that 60 before. It looked like we were kind of done with the trend. I remember people in the chat, maybe on Monday, we kept saying Shopify looks like it's breaking down.
Yep.
Oh, 68 is the level that I'm looking at.
Big level.
Yeah, 68 the big level. 66.5 though, kind of a big spot on the daily here. We have never closed above 66.20. So yeah, interesting for sure. Shopify just squeezing into the close. Got to throw that one on a chart for tomorrow. I feel like I have 100 levels for tomorrow. It's going to be the same thing, confused at the open, and hopefully we get on the right side of one of them for tomorrow's trade. Yeah, Beyond Meat kind of dipping down off of that into that 17 level, so maybe it holds there, maybe it doesn't. Carvana, I got 75% out, holding 25% for the dream above $40 here. Going to stop out below 30. Stop is in. Don't need to watch.
Below
don't
39.
want to watch. Below 39.30.
39.30. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Just want to make sure. I don't want people to be like, "Oh my God, he's holding for $30."
No, not $30. Definitely not holding for a $9 loser. I don't think I've ever done
not?
that. I don't think I've ever done that
Oh, that's funny.
before.
$9 loser.
Maybe. That's unlikely.
why?
I mean,
What
what
happened?
would you
Why
be
would you do
trading
that?
where you hold for a $9 loser? That would be pretty nasty.
That seems nasty to me.
Oh, you know what?
I mean, if look,
DWAC.
I was gonna say that's.
I think I lost $30 a share on DWAC.
Yeah. That's a lot of people lost even
Yeah.
more than that. I remember we were long on that one. That was a crazy time. DWAC, of course, what we're talking about. All right. Yeah, we haven't done too much, man. We didn't get any reloads in that Rivian. Obviously, we don't have that Carvana. Rivian is now just 10 cents in the money. We were waiting a little bit higher at 10s where we were before. Market now trying to fade out just a little bit. Oh, shout out to Matt Carnes in the chat. Another one of our, I see you on Twitter as well, so shout out to you. But yeah, look what's happening right now with Amazon. Again, this level's breaking higher again, right back up to day's high, right into this level there. 31.50. 31.25. This is looking pretty good. I mean, I don't want to go short anything. I like an Amazon right now, but this is good. It's right back into that level of 131. Could probably go short here into the close. Let's just try it. This is a very, very low risk situation here. We'll see if we can put, okay, there we go. We got 87s there. So let's now see what happens. That just kind of went up and down there through 87. So, all right, we're short instantly in the money, a couple pennies. We always put something out to get a little bit of profit just because, and then we'll see about holding it into the close, maybe for even a lower print, obviously, than where we have now. It's right back up to 87. So no real trade yet. Hopefully it does fall down. I was just trying to give Amazon that look up to that 131. We just went to 130.90 right there. If we are going to do a little, now that we're in it, we can look at this a little more seriously. Those wicks right there is 31. You know, give this into the high. Could probably do that, but then we're just breaking out levels. Like, we don't need to do that. Let's just be right on it. So if it breaks 31, we're going to be gone. Those real highs are like right here, 94, 95. So a 31 break probably gets you to that, especially with these imbalances coming in 10 minutes. So yeah, let's go short for now. We just said we would take some profit if it did come back in. So a lot of volume hitting this name right here, Amazon. Not a great day to be shorting Amazon, I think. It's Amazon Prime, all that kind of stuff. So this is not, let's load up the boat trade. Let's just take it as it's hitting near the highs of the day on Amazon. So we'll go short against that high, but here it comes right now, a little north of 131, and we'll get stopped on AMZN as it's still trying to make that move higher. So let's watch out. And I just said, you know, sometimes the chat gives us these good ideas. So let's try one again right here with Amazon against that 131. Would rather be long now, though, than short anything. So we'll try it. And of course, I'm too short. So I'm short Rivian now and Amazon. But we have our outs, and I think that they're well documented. So okay, I'm comfortable with this, especially if that imbalance does come out. I mean, I don't think I'll be in this in 8 minutes when it does come out. But we're going to watch out for Amazon here at 131. It does look like it's strong. Doesn't want to dip down. So again, well worth it. We'll take about a 10-cent hit here if it does wind up working against us.
Yeah, Tony 101 in the chat saying CVNA is a trade, not an investment. Yes, I hope everybody in the chat knows that this is not a, I mean, you know, maybe you believe in the business. I have no idea. I don't. I just believe in the market mechanics that send these stocks up. Yeah, I wouldn't be bag holding on Carvana if it decides to, you know, gap down $5 tomorrow. But, you know, do you? You know, I'm not.
No better advice.
I'm not the trading god. I just punch the keys over here. So, you know, don't listen to me necessarily. CEI. It's been a long time since I heard that name. Just broke $1 for probably the first time in ages. I saw someone in the chat talking about this one. That's an Amex name, Camber Energy.
Yes, sir.
I honestly don't remember.
Engineered name of
it's
all
up
time.
50% today.
It's not. It must have reverse split or something. I guess not.
I guess not. It's just straight up since the open today. I don't know how we missed this one, but CEI absolutely ripping from 70 cents over $1.
What?
Interesting for sure. I always like these dollar breakouts, but it's such late volume. Usually, like, this thing would be doing 400 million shares of volume or something crazy to get to these prices.
And its volume today is still up 1,000%.
Yeah.
Today's range, 739%. I have it right here. Market cap. Look at the market cap. This is what I was saying about how financially engineered it is. they've reverse split, offered. It's just crazy, Camber Energy. Like if you guys own this in your account, you know what I'm talking about. It's probably like me and my weed stocks. 24 million right now. That's it. That's it. So we'll have to watch out for CEI, but that's good. Good on whoever that was that mentioned that there. That's wow, above $1.
Interesting. Wasn't this one of the ones that did like 400 million shares of volume a day?
This one
and
could
like,
set records. Not that we're saying it's going to.
Yeah.
But this is one of those names. So again, possibly a first day play on Camber Energy.
So yeah, another one to
this
keep
might
in
be
the
one tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, another one to keep up there, man. We got Beyond Meat tomorrow. We got Carvana.
Palantir,
Palantir's not the
Rivian.
same.
Yeah.
But Beyond Meat, Carvana. What was another squeeze one? Oh, that ELOX today, ELOX.
Yep.
Could come into play.
I imagine there's a lot of small
Exciting.
caps that I haven't even seen today that went absolutely crazy just on the fact that, you know, there's a little bit of enthusiasm going on in the small cap / squeeze play market at the moment. So, yeah, probably a bunch of stuff on my watch list today that I didn't even get to that went absolutely ham. And I'm looking at this FRLN that looks like it halted about 100 times here today, going up from $4, making a top at $8, and then fading the whole move back. Freeline Therapeutics. Maybe Brad was trading this one on the midday today, but
You don't know about Freeline Therapeutics?
no. Am I missing something there? 1.19 million float on that one. Updating on Carvana, I did get stopped out of that one. Beyond Meat did actually bounce off 17, so good reload there if you wanted it. That 17.15 wouldn't break after the original breakout there of 17, and then that's exactly where it comes into 17.15. Bounces back up. We'll see where it's at tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going to trade it again today, but yeah, tomorrow this could be somewhere crazy. Maybe this gaps up tomorrow. Sympathy to Carvana. I'm very interested to see what happens after hours on Carvana today. Could be a little wild. It hasn't been yet. It's been very muted after hours, despite going crazy intraday. So, you know, that one day where Carvana starts to really rip after hours, and now we're going for that 40 level, which I did want to take that breakout going into the end of the day. So I'm going to do that here. See if this 40 break can bring anything. Not going to let it go against me. Same kind of strategy. Just breakout or bailout situation. So let's see if we can take that 40. If we print like 90s, I'm going to get out of that. And Nvidia's back at that 439 level. I think it's way too late for me to take the high of day break on Nvidia, but hopefully pulls back before the market closes and we could be taking that 440 all-time high break tomorrow morning.
So we got a little bit out of Amazon, and then it just ripped up again, like uncontrollably. The market just was like, no, okay. So right there, a little bit out of Amazon, and then out again at 131 as it just broke higher there on AMZN. So again, you know, I remember I was like, you know what, I don't know if we really like these shorts into the close. That was just one that I thought it based out pretty good. You know, I like the break long for sure there, but that's just going to be one of those trades where it's like, okay, do you actually want to put that on right now? You talked about time of day. I don't know if it's the right time with these imbalances coming out in 3 minutes. I feel like we'll just stick with our Rivian right now short, and then see if that one prints it out, because for right now, there goes Rivian right back up to the high. I don't really have, this is what we wanted. I mean, these are the stop areas right here, 26.30. Rivian's already up and away. We're just trying to, like, honestly, with this recent strength here in some of these names, I do understand that we are playing with fire a little bit when you're trading a Rivian right now, especially with all this sort of squeeze action that's been happening around. This is another name that, you know, not that it has a huge high short interest or anything on Rivian. We should know what this is because we just always looking at it. 16%, so there is obviously that squeeze opportunity, but there we go, we just got it in there. Now our average price is 15, so we're flat on the stock now. Let's see if it can make that little move here into the close, and there it is. We got some 08s there, so that's going to be good. We'll hit the bang trade. We lost on Amazon. Let's see if we can win on this. Hopefully this does make a move back up to the downside, and we'll get a little bit of a better fill. I do have some bids down there at O's and then again in the 90s, so if we get something like that, we'll take it. downside there for Rivian as we just got a nice short on. Look, we're not in the money that much, but we are in the money, so hey, that's going to be a good one. Hopefully this can come down in. We're only in the money right now 10 cents. If it comes a little further than that, then that'd be great. That was a good reload right against that high of the day, so far so good here on Rivian as that's trying to make that move down. Let's just see a little bit more of a push. You know, Amazon, did it continue its move or nah? Nah, it came right back in, so that kind of sucks. It's those little squeeze things that are going to happen, unfortunately. That sucks. Right back to flat on Amazon. We lost a cup of coffee on that. And then the other one I wanted to look at was AMD just to see what it was doing. Right back up to that high where we got out as well. So far so good, man. It's been a pretty good afternoon here, despite, you know, what we just did there on Amazon. But we do have Rivian, which is coming back in a little bit.
Yeah, new high of day as well for that CEI. So the dollar break doesn't go back and it gives you 10 cents. Volume very light.
Oh. I almost bought that 105.
Yeah, and that's a 5% move. You know, I don't know that you're going to load up enough shares that a 5% move is going to really, you know, change your life. But
the play is the break of one.
Yeah, the play is the break of one. You get that 10% move.
Change your life. Yeah.
Usually, I'm trying to get like $1.18 on a one break, but at the end of the day, when volume's kind of drying up, I think a 10-cent move off of that, you probably get filled 0.2 there, and then you can get 0.9s on the way out, so you get 7 cents on a $1 stock. That's a 7% move. We take those. For sure, given, you know, you got 1 or 2 cents of risk on that one. Nvidia falling off, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that hangs out under that 440 price until tomorrow morning. And it looks like that $40 level was the level on Carvana. Doesn't want to get through there. I think it got to, it actually printed 40.
Oh shit,
so.
The number's out. We just missed it. The imbalances are now out. TLT, Apple with a sell. Apple with a big sell, actually. 2 million shares. So, hey, man, we talked about this. Maybe the rebalance don't even... Okay, Amazon's a sell. I'm going to get rid of... Actually, I'm not going to get rid of ARCA, but I might as well. I don't see CEI on here, so I'm going to get rid of ARCA right now. We don't need that big guy in there, whatever that random stock is right there. So there we go. Amazon sell side, Intel sell side. Intel up to $34 today. Good move on that one. Amazon selling off. Yeah, what a surprise. You know what, Amazon... Again, wow, we were just long that, short that name. Oh, that sucks. There it is right there. But look what else is happening right now. Let's spin this for Rivian. Rivian just taking down O's right now. We'll take some bids at 99. Boom. Nice. Okay, we did good there. So good trade there on Rivian as that's fallen back in. Anything else that's our attention? Google. So you're seeing what's happening here at the close. We're going to try to remember this. There is that big sell-off and maybe rebalance coming. There's AMD with the sell as well. They will all probably pair off and just go right back up to the upside. Watch out for a 355 reverse trade in something, and if anything, it's probably this Amazon trade. It was pretty strong. Got weak on that sell side there at close. Now, why would someone put in a big sell side imbalance? Well, it's because they're just trying to exit their position or lighten up on these big tech names, because we do know that as of the 24th or on the 24th of July, we will get that rebalance coming through. So that to me is probably, not probably, that is what's driving this, I would think, to put in these orders. And then why do they come at the end of the day? So that, oh, come on, Amazon, man. I'm just going to go flush ourselves down the toilet. We were short. But again, the strategy is not to be short into the imbalances, right? So I've talked about that play. I'm not going to feel bad about it, but that's what I do. Try to get flat into that. Unfortunately, it did take out our level. If I'm sour about anything, it's just that this rip happened and that we got out. And unfortunately, we got out at O break, and it only goes as high as 07 right there. But hey, ye of little worries, because look what's happening with Rivian. We've been getting this out on the downside as well. So far, so good, man. Good afternoon show. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and all that fancy jazz.
Yeah, Wheelhouse in the chat saying mock imbalance 3.1 to the sell. So
right, sorry,
that's huge.
Brendan gave us that and I missed it. 3.1 billion to the sell, yeah.
That's huge, and it's interesting to see like all of those tech names, all the big seven, as pretty big sells there. Apple, Microsoft, 300 million each. Nvidia was up there with I don't know what it was, 150 mil. Tesla, all of them were sells today. Yeah, going into that rebalance, maybe the rebalance starting right now. I'm not seeing any particular buys on NASDAQ that would indicate anything that's being bought, but I imagine that's being split with the other 93 names that are in that index. So probably nothing actionable there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really watching anything into the close anymore. Everything is done. I'm going to cancel that Carvana order. I'm not going to take a breakout with 6 minutes left on the day. I am going to watch after hours, though, I think, for a couple minutes. Maybe sit here and watch Prad and see if anything crazy happens on Carvana. When you get these breakouts, sometimes the after hours move ends up being really nuts. So I'm not going to trade it, but I want to see it. So I'll see what happens if they finally do something after hours, because it's been basically flatline after hours on this name for all of the prior kind of crazy days. This one being, I would say, the craziest. We've done 70 million shares of volume. We did get up to 29 or 22% increase on the day, right back down to 11%, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for where this one gaps to tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, man. Good day again today, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We got the likes up there. We're only 5 minutes away. Watch out for a possible reversal candle coming through. I'm going to try it on Amazon here, as we only have a couple seconds until 55 hits. And then when it does hit, I'm going to play it for a little bit of a move back. So let's just punch in right now and then put out a 130, like 74 or so print in case it doesn't go that way, and we're going to watch out for this. I'll put something topside. Maybe we get a fill if it does rip up right now. Nope, goes the other way, so it does not turn around on Amazon. So there we go. We'll take it. Take a hit right there. Okay, see ya. That was a try. Again, very, very light amount of shares on that try, but Amazon did not do that reversal play like maybe we did think it could have done. So, all right, that's fine. All good, baby. There goes Amazon to the downside. And what else is going down? Rivian's kind of just hovering around here. That did not make the play. What I was looking for was a reversal of this number, right? So there's Amazon right there. It stayed a sell. So if that flips over to a buy, then all that pressure is relieved, and then we get the move that we wanted, right? So that didn't happen. So a quick 8-cent hit or whatever that was there for Amazon. I was waiting for much higher than that. I thought we could, if it reversed to a bid, I think we could have taken that out. So if that goes away and goes buy, I think Amazon's a buy, but then you're just playing with fire because I have no idea if it is going to reverse or not. So just be careful with your positions right now into the close as we are sort of not getting any sort of rebalancing, but you could see that that was a big sell imbalance, 3.1 billion. And the only stock that I'm on right now, we've almost got out of it all, man. I'm holding about 30% left of Rivian. So on that note, let's put something at 94. Maybe we'll get something back in on that. But for right now, good trading into the end of the day. Some good shorts, some good longs. Carvana's been fun. Beyond Me was a great trade for you, Max. So yeah, you know, we're doing it, man. And people are hitting the like button. So thank you again for all that. We're having a lot of fun here today.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing if Carvana wants to dip off this same 39 price and maybe give me 20-30 cents here on a scalp. If not, if it keeps going down, I just punch out. This is not much of anything position for me. We'll see what the low there was 80. So yeah, if we give up that right now, which you give it a second, and if it bids back up, we can add. It does, so we add, and yeah, bail out of that one. All right, that one did not work, no big deal. Just trying to see if it wants to bounce there, but I guess the prior low was 75. Maybe I should have given it to 75 there. That's a bit of a miss, whatever. Yeah, what else? Oh, Meta's making new highs into the close.
No, is it? Okay.
309.50 on Meta there, going into the close.
People love Meta.
I mean, I think we're taking the 310 break off the open tomorrow. Maybe we gap above that, though. Maybe they don't even give us the chance to take that breakout, and we're playing some kind of dip play to try to get to 315 or wherever Meta wants to go after this.
All right. Amazon trying to pair off, but still a little downside there. I mean, we're watching, all I have is Rivian. There we go, we got some 87. So Rivian, good trade. We just got 87. And again, look at these loaded up shorts there, 26.20. I got to give a big shout out to whomever in the chat there, because that was you. Someone mentioned to me, look at Rivian, and then all of a sudden it was like boom shakalaka. Everything opened up, and then the skies cleared for the Rivian short. We got a great fill up there, though, at that 26.20. Other than that, it would only be about a buck in them. Well, a buck, about 13, 14 cents. Actually, what am I talking about? We were shorting up here, 26.20. So, okay, so it's still a good trade for us on Rivian right there, as now it's starting to fall down. We only have a couple minutes left, only a minute and a half left actually in this day. Thank you again for watching. It's been a good one, man. That was 3.1 billion to sell, as we'll continue to watch Rivian. There's Nvidia. What a great trade Nvidia was for me. This is the banger of the day. Boom, boom, boom. Nice trading all the way to the upside. $10 winner right there, getting it from that very bottom wick. Very lucky to have that bottom wick, to be quite frank with you. There it is. Shout out to my guy Neil on that one, as we waited all day for that and did that on purpose right there at the end. So shout out to JB. The count is now at 1. Quite frankly, Neil would be pleased with that. So nice move down in, man. Great way to end the day. Now we're happy campers. There's Nvidia right here trying to take out the high, man, of 439.50. So, all right, good move. Let's go. This is good. 1 minute left. She there. I think she'll go over to the bell right now. It's Katrine going to be hopefully on the bell. If not, we'll get someone else. But right now we are getting close to that. It's 359.30 max. You in any positions? I still only got Rivian, but we did get a good fill on Rivian. We got an 85 fill there as well. I'm just going to get out.
Yeah, no, I'm not in anything into the close with only 20 seconds left on the day. Are we ending? Oh yeah.
Shout out to Phil as well.
Positive.
What's up, Tony Price? Yeah, my good friend Phil. Actually, I got invited. We're gonna go do a. Got invited to a swim house party, swim party. They have kids. We have kids. Go over there, have a nice little barbecue and whatnot. 4, 3, 2, 1. I like Katrine because she does like the little dance at the end. You know, it's like, okay, the market's closed, you know, time to dance it off, celebrate your profits, or have a drink and flush down your negative trades. So we had a couple of those today for sure, but it was a good way to end the day. We got a great trade there on Rivian. Carvana was fun, Beyond Meat. Well done on that one, Max, as that started to take out some levels as well. So yeah, that's right. Symphony Boy or whatever that was there. I think this is what you're doing when you're here. Not the best day, but still green. That's what it's all about. So I'll join you on that club as well. Started off great there with Nvidia, and then we gave some back with some of that Carvana and a few other plays, but all good, man. All right, Brendo, first of all, Brendan, how was your day and how did the markets wind up?
Green across the board, guys. Not bad when all is said and done. I was just waiting for a couple of final prints to come through here, but yeah, look at that. Russell 2000, the middle one there, 1.3% to the upside, 1.25, 1.15 for the NASDAQ 100 and the composite. So it was tech, as we said early on. Leading the way for most of the session, 0.75 for the S&P. Off the highs there, but to be expected, considering where the overall market is, guys.
All right, it's, yeah, considering, what a wild day. We're always exhausted. I mean, I'm always exhausted after every day anyways, because we sit here and talk all day, I'm sure. Are you more tired now that you're doing, like, this show? Or is it really? Not really.
Maybe a little bit,
You've been hosting for a while now, so.
It definitely takes a little bit of energy out of you.
Nvidia,
for sure.
just people are saying,
yeah,
wow,
Nvidia just popped 440 right after the close. Of course, the market makers wait till it closes.
Yeah, look at that, 441.
All-time high, new all-time high now, 441.88 on Nvidia. They can't give it to us. They can't give us those fun, perfect trades there. That,
wow, we got 428 long.
You did get that one. You did get that one, and you could have had the 432 long early in the day.
And that's the thing about trading. I don't know who'd said it on the floor, but it's like, I think it was actually Greg. You might have heard him say it, like, no matter what, you're always going to be wrong. Because you never, because you never get the best price in,
yeah.
You never get the best price out. So when you look back at it, you're like, okay, I'm right on the trade. Like we were both looking for the long on Nvidia. I think that's all that matters. The fact that it printed up to 442, which by the way, is now back to 439. We just made that move back down right there for Nvidia. So watch out for that. But hey, it's 402. I want to give a big thanks to our tech team today, Fabian, Ramin, thank you so much for everything. Prad's getting ready to rock and roll as well. Thanks to Obi, thanks to you, Max, for a big show. Thanks to Bears vs. Bulls, and thanks to everybody out there as well. Thanks to the girl right behind us. Thanks, Kat, for that. Thanks, Kat, for that. Red hat. All right, let's go. Good day. We're back tomorrow. it's going to be a big one. Oh, it's CPI day today, so that's obviously what started this rally upside. Play the momentum, man. Maybe we just stay long and only look for longs on good CPI days. There's another one coming up very, very soon. More inflation data coming your way this week with PPI. So, all right, thanks to everybody again today. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Ciao. Over to Prad.
Welcome, everybody, to the After Party Show, the After the Close. This segment is brought to you by Kelshi, where the outcomes... Brought to you by Kelshi. Trade on the event outcomes.